Depression, telling no. Self-hatred, oh, telling no, yeah. Mental illness, telling no. Diabetes and cancer, oh, telling no. Depression, telling no. Self-hatred, oh, telling no, yeah. Mental illness, telling no. Diabetes.
Yeah. We here, y'all. We here, y'all, right here on the Vette Green Show, right here, making it do what it do. Y'all make sure y'all continue to share and make it do what it do right here on the Vette Green Show. It's your boy, the Joe Look MC. You know what I'm saying? She will be here in a sec. What's going on, y'all? What y'all on your mental health between 1 and 10? Put it in the chat. You know what I'm saying? We're going to have a good show today on the Vette Green Show. Make sure y'all go ahead and follow. You know what I'm saying? If you on the YouTube side, please click that bell. And please click like also and share this on your page on Facebook to 10 people to let them know that we on live here on the Vette Green Show. Yeah, making it do what it do.
What's
Yes.
going on, bro?
Yes. What's going down?
It is going down. It is going down. Let me just share this because we got some beef with Facebook right now.
We got smoke with Facebook,
We
y'all.
got beef right now. They got
Yeah.
love on us. But thank you everybody for joining us today. We got a lot to talk about. The morning show was great as usual. If you did not tune in, we start at 7 a.m. right here on Green Links Media. Loving everything that we got going on. The Taste of Lackawanna is tomorrow, everybody. The taste is tomorrow. You want to come somewhere. One of the things I love about my hometown or our hometown of Lackawanna,
Yes.
because we adopted you, I guess, our hometown of Lackawanna, is that there's so much love and it's a peaceful state. Like we aren't perfect, but we aren't. It's really, if you want to come to a place and bring the kids, I believe there's going to be bounce houses again this year. Great food, great entertainment. Come on out to the Taste of Lackawanna. It's happening down in the Jeffrey Taggart Playground. If you are familiar with Lackawanna, it is in the Baker Homes Playground. It's going to be a lot of fun. See people that you probably have not seen in years, everybody. So come on down. The other thing that's going on, I want to talk about, this is actually going on today. It's the Upbeat Tour. Join them today. Feel better, look better, live better. It's happening today at the True Fellowship Church at 1280 Fillmore Avenue in Buffalo, New York. If you are interested or have more information, Gail Washington, Hayden Saunders, or Lady Diaz, you can contact them. I'll also post this up on the morning show page so that you can have the information there. Sometimes you just need to get outside of your surroundings, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Definitely.
Get outside of our surroundings.
Yeah. Facebook hate on me, y'all.
Bro got beef with Facebook, so the family got beef with Facebook.
Yeah, man, they banned your boy. You know what I'm saying? I'm not on Facebook anymore, man. Y'all go to Instagram at Overlook MC right there. That's how you spell it. Make sure you go ahead and follow me there. If y'all trying to get a hold of me on some, or go to Pay the Drip. You know, whatever. You know, one, but definitely make it do what it do, and follow me right there, and they got they got problems with me. You know what I'm saying? And Auntie Meta and all that. You know what I'm saying?
Big shout out to everybody in the chat. Thank you to everybody who continues to rock with Green Links Media and what we're doing here. Do not forget to vote for us on the 716 Music Awards. That's happening July 27th. Tickets are available. Support yes. Everybody. You'll find when you begin to support within your community, you'll find that you'll be rewarded for it as well. It's just you get what you put out.
Yes.
You get what you
vote
put
for
out.
us. Yes, don't forget to vote for Bars Baker too for New Artist of the Year, because saying the first DIYer to be nominated for the 716 Music Awards. It's good to say that. The first DIYer to be nominated.
It's good to say that he's even nominated. Like, man, he just jumped off the porch, I guess you would say. You know, within the last year, things have been. He's been making music and started Raise the Bar Entertainment a while ago. But sometimes it takes you have to really evolve, and he's really evolving into what it is that he wants to be.
Yes, and it's working for him. You know what I'm saying? For the help with the team and myself. You know what I'm saying? So it's doing well. It's doing well. Can't wait till
Mhm.
he finished up. He updated the website too. Y'all need to go check that out. It's dope.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I got some stuff in my cart to get.
yeah, no
Definitely
doubt,
got.
no doubt. Yes,
Support the movement, support the DIY, everybody. Support
no
the
doubt.
DIY. I'm just sharing this. And please share this. And thank you to everybody for sharing this. Appreciate everybody. Pockets, thank you for joining this morning on the morning show. Mark Lee, thank you too for sharing this as well. Everybody who's sharing this and continuing to engage with what we got going on here on Green Links Media. So let's get into this discussion with
Yeah.
Charleston White. We are continuing this discussion. Let me just get this ready. Has anybody in the chat, has any of you seen the interview that Charleston White did with Jason Lee on Hollywood Unlocked? We talked a little bit about it earlier this morning on the morning show. So make sure you go back and check out the morning show and engage with that conversation, because it was a really dope conversation. Thank you for being vulnerable too, bro, and sharing your story as far as your family and your kids and all of that, because man, listen,
Yeah,
it is what it is.
yeah,
It is
man.
what it
Yeah.
is. So let me just get into this. I'm trying to get to the point. Hang on one second.
Y'all continue to share this too. Don't forget to click the like button if you're on the YouTube side. Please click that bell, share, and all that good stuff, and put some comments down there too, man. Which I feel and which I think about the show today and any other platform show we have on Green Links. You know what I'm saying? And don't forget on the 9th of June, the pop up show will be back with another episode. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be off the chain. We're gonna have fun like we always do. You know what I'm saying? We might have a surprise.
Show yet, bro?
Say it again.
Do you have anyone that's going to be on the pop-up show yet?
Oh, we know. So we try to work on something. We'll see what's up. We'll probably announce something by next week, but we definitely trying to bring somebody on. You know what I'm saying, onto the platform. But if not, we're gonna keep doing what we're doing, playing some good videos and playing some good music and have good topics and have a good conversation. Got a lot to talk about. You know what I'm saying? So we definitely gonna have some conversation. You know all that. But anybody want to be on the show and make it do what it do? Yeah, you know what I'm saying. Make sure y'all go ahead and email. You know what I'm saying, us, you know what I'm saying, on the Green Links Media and make it do what it do. It's in the description. Everything's right there in the description.
Okay. Go ahead and show the portion that we are talking about here.
She ended up hating him. I watched us. I'm a Michael Jackson baby.
I'm a Michael Jackson.
But we
from
turned
77,
but we turned on Mike in the end.
Yeah.
When all those allegations came, we started calling Mike crazy and when he was wearing the mask. We turned on Whitney in the end when she stayed too long with Bobby, and we felt like she should have left Bobby. So we turned on all of our greats. So I said, man, I get them to hate me, and eventually they'll love me in the end because they're gonna realize who I am in real life. So I can come online and come play something that I'm not in real life, right?
See, this is interesting because I've told the story many times in interviews, even on my own show and interviewing Floyd. When I first came into the game wanting to unlock Hollywood, I thought, hey, there needs to be a platform that shows Black culture in a way that mainstream doesn't. So I'm gonna be their favorite platform to go to. It didn't happen like that. And Floyd said, stop trying to be everybody's friend and just be a savage, because a savage always wins. I thought, well, I don't want to be a savage because sometimes it feels uncomfortable to have to be a savage. But the minute I started saying what I thought, I mean, it almost seemed like a magnet. It sucked the industry in. Why is it that way in our culture, you think? And then do you believe, like I do, that we know how to cannibalize our own better than everybody else?
Of course we do. It's almost how we get ahead in America. We can't get ahead in America really uplifting other Black people, and we're openly doing it. We can't at every level of success that we get to, we openly as black people reach back down and pull other black people up by the masses, they'll close the doors on us.
They who? White folks or black people?
Black people. White people stopped being our enemies a long time ago.
Oh, I can feel the internet right now.
Come on, we're gonna talk about it.
Yeah, I truly believe that.
Why?
Because capitalism has superseded racism in America. So it's becoming more of nationalism, right? This is America. So that's why you see the Proud Boys, groups like that emerging, white ring conservatives. They're not talking racism, they're talking their country. We're stuck on racism.
Black folks, but people would say black people can't be racist.
We're stuck on the idea of being racist. We don't have the power to be.
The idea of the country and white people still being racist?
Yeah, so we're because we feel that we're owed something, whether there's reparations or we truly believe and we are owed something, if we're gonna be honest, right? But there's a group that feels entitled, and that's the group that's hurting us, right? So the entitled group uses racism as an excuse, as a crutch, but they really don't know racism, because racism is really hidden in the fabrics of America and bank loans and why you can't access. So we see more prejudice than we do racism.
It's interesting. I was on a call today with a brand where I've been talking to this brand that everybody knows for 3 years about a partnership. And I said, you know what? I just want to understand you. When George Floyd died, all of you promised millions and billions of dollars investing in black-owned businesses, and you haven't done that. But you haven't told me that you don't want to do it, but you keep stringing me along. Let's just have the conversation. Do you just want us to buy your products and you don't want to invest in our businesses? Because this is what I'm feeling. And that, to me, like as you say, the new racism is embedded in like keeping us down, not really investing in black targeted, not black owned. But why do you think our culture still strives for that white validation? Because I do say in many ways, you know, you ain't gonna stop somebody wanting an endorsement deal or wanting to walk that red carpet of a mainstream platform.
Man, ain't nothing like a Harvard law degree compared to HBCU degree in this country. There's nothing compared to living in Calabasas compared to South Central LA. So the validation is there because we validate one another based off of it. A good paying job, rather than black ownership, black entrepreneurship, or black economics. Do you have a good paying white man job? So that's always been the validation for us. That's some security that you can die with. Your good paying job, the benefits that good paying job offers you compared to you starting your own business and passing that down as a family tradition or an inheritance, right? So what else do we have to strive for outside of white validation? Black excellence still seeks white validation.
As you say that, I see Jay-Z standing on the Grammys.
That too. They're talking about it, and they go on to say how we seek validation from our white counterparts, and we look at other people, other blacks, as if, okay, you are validated if you have a good job, if you have acceptance from the white people. And then on the other side, we are continuing to act like racism is keeping us from things, although it is embedded, everybody. It's embedded. You can see in the places that we live, but is it truly holding us back from pushing forward? I think that's the question that I have, and I do not believe it. I think that if we as a people strive for better and not seek that validation, but continue to become entrepreneurs and do what we need to do to market ourselves, we would not seek that validation as much. It wouldn't even be relevant anymore. What are your thoughts? We had a really great conversation behind all of this, and we agree on it.
Yeah, I agree. That probably said that, you know, it's still racism out there, and I'm not saying this, but I am going to say this: that there's more Caucasian people want to help us than bring us down, especially in business. You know what I mean? That's why people like Dr. Umar Johnson having a hard time opening that school because he's so stuck on the black dollar, thinking it's a black dollar, and no, it's a green dollar. Don't come on now.
Mm.
Be honest about it. You know what I'm saying? They know it's like that's we've been all the leadership, even Malcolm even said that we still have to go through, the white man to reach a certain level, but we can't keep it going off from the support of black people coming together and doing something and having that ball rolling, that snowball effect moving till we can be successful to do things. But you still need that because guess what? The white man still owns radio, TV, and internet. They own all three of the things that we need to be successful in business. You're going to always need the internet that's owned by a white man. We still need Facebook. We still need Instagram. We still need TikTok. That's China, but still, we still need it. It works for us. It's successful. I have not every shoe that I've designed in my business came off of social media. You know what I'm saying?
The referral.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. 90% of my shoes I've designed on my business came off of social media, and it come off of my people wanting to get shoes that came off. It came off straight off the internet for them to see it.
I want to open it up to say that I don't want anybody to think that we are being judgmental. We are having a family conversation. I think as a whole, as a collective, we really need to drill into what the problem is within. And the problem within is that we hold each other back. And because we have been conditioned to think if one gets above, that they are better than us and we can't get to that place. I believe if we look at it as inspiration and use it as inspiration, you wouldn't feel the need to hold that person down. Unfortunately, we do sometimes get more ahead by working with people that don't look like us, and it's unfortunate. And I blame it on us. Like we know everybody, the realization of what the problem is out there. Yes, it is embedded in the fabric of the loans and all of that, but we can do something to change that. Like we can really work on ourselves. And if we became unified and stopped holding each other back, like why should we have to reach out to a white person to help us? It shouldn't be like that, but it is right now. And if we're being honest, you know that.
Let me be honest. Can I be honest? We don't even
Talk about it.
we don't even reach out to them. They want to help.
In some instances, that's true.
Everything I've done, I never asked for help or anything from a white culture. They always wanted to help. They love what I'm doing. Oh, Joker, I like what you got going on. That's fire. I like that. How much you charge for that? Well, okay, yeah, I need 2 pair done for my grandbabies. They love the work, number one. Number two, they see the talent that I have. 3, now they want to be a part of it and help.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Okay, it's some people out there that's racist that even though they like to work, because he black, I'm not going. Cool. That's 1 out of 10 people that love what I do. It's different now. It's not like it was in the 80s and the 70s. That's why more black businesses is successful because they ain't successful because of our people. Let's be honest.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Taste of Soul restaurant. When I came to visit Buffalo, you know what I'm saying? They had a long line of white people ordering food. They was out the door. I went to the dispensary right next door. They was out the door. Then we had a black business in the corner, kitchen. Half of that, their table was white people.
Mm.
So they're willing to love the culture of what we're doing and support more than our own people. Shout out to the Kitchen Club. Shout out to Taste of Soul.
Let me play one other part that they talk about. Yeah, shout out to both of them. Big shout out. It's called culture appropriation. We can talk about that too, Melvin. Yeah, big shout out to what the Kitchen Club is. And I don't know exactly what's going on with Luxor, but something does seem fishy with that situation. I have reached out to them and invited them to come on the platform to talk about it. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with that. It just seems really fishy. I just think that Marcella's had so many chances, and then Luxor immediately shut down. It's not right there. Let me play this one other part, and then we can. Melvin said that's akin to white person wanting to talk. Yes, I just had that the other day. I just had that the other day. I you know what it is? I had a coworker tell me that she was envious that we're able to do so much with our hair. So I think it's like it's a like privacy issue, not private, like a personal space issue. Like, well, I'm not touching your hair, but it's also they are curious because we can do so much with our hair. We can do so much with our hair.
That's called the non-ether. You know what I'm saying? Yes, sir.
I became a member of a national youth advocacy program that was called ICANN, Incarcerated Children's Advocacy Network. And so I learned about fundraising. I learned about all these different things. And so throughout traveling and speaking in all these different places and working on laws and legislation, you would hear people say, well, you become the change that you want to see in your community. That was the greatest challenge that I had ever heard. You go become the change that you want to see in the community. So in order to do that,
I'm going to pause that for a minute because that's what we are promoting here, promoting the change that we want to see when we have these conversations. It's about promoting the change that we want to see. I want to see us unified and come up with ways to do that because it's us that's hurting ourselves right now. We all know what's embedded in that fabric of this country. We all know that, but if we stand as a people, and I'm not just talking about this people, I'm talking about all of us. If we stand as a people, because it's not just Black people being oppressed, it's poor white people too. It's
That's
poor
right.
Asian people. It's poor African people. It's poor everybody. But we don't look at it like that.
I had to change my belief system.
And what was your belief system at the time?
I believed the culture. I believe real niggas went and done time and suffered in agony and they died with pride, only to not know that's not the truth. I believe that 4 friends riding in the car, one friend should take the charge for all the friends if he could.
Come on, let's
So
talk.
I'm gonna pause there. You were 12 years old, riding with
14,
riding in the car with folks. Got into a situation where a person ended up being murdered.
Yeah.
You've told the story. You were 14 at the time.
14 years old.
You didn't shoot the person, but the person died.
Yeah.
You did how many? 10 years, 9 years?
I did. I was sentenced to 12 years under the Texas Juvenile Determined Sentencing Law, and I spent right at 6.5 years in the Texas Youth Commission from the age 14 to 21.
So did that time teach you what you just said?
Yeah, it did.
Because the culture don't do your time.
No. I grew up a privileged kid, right? My mother was a financially stable Black woman who landed a job at General Motors.
How you doing?
So that's during the 80s. General Motors and other blue collar workers, that was the backbone of America.
That was considered, we have a good job.
What?
Job,
that was the real middle class of America,
yeah.
And you live good, right? So we had all the name brand clothes, but I was an entitled kid. I got an allowance. We had saving bonds. I had a piggy bank. I had my own room. So the shit that you laughing,
Charleston, now you showing our age. People watching don't know what no damn piggy bank is. Now you just took me back. Now you made me feel old because I had a piggy bank.
I just seen you laugh. So
piggy bank was when we actually saved money. Now you're too busy out buying shit that you can't afford to be somebody that you ain't arrived at yet. That's a piggy bank.
Yeah. So
Yes.
My mother was trying to instill good morals and good values into her kids. She was God-fearing. She was a Christian. We had to say yes, ma'am, no, sir. So
Okay,
that's
no
prior
doubt.
to the gangster culture, right? So,
But your dad was a Navy officer. Was he in your life at this
oh,
time?
he was in and out.
Okay.
Yeah. He was in and out.
So you weren't? Were you? So you're with mom. Mom's at General Motors. Dad is in and out, but he's a Navy officer.
But I got an uncle.
Okay.
So this is the elements in most black families. Whether you got a good mom or a dysfunctional mom, right? You always got that element of that uncle who has access to what the kids hear or see, right? So it's the uncle coming through, whether he's a pimp, a drug dealer, a molester, a woman beater. It's always something of that image that has a negative influence within the family.
And the relationship that makes the pathway to that influence seem okay.
There you go. So just give an example. When Uncle Wayne was coming through with the 3-piece suits on, getting out the Rolls Royce, briefcase full of money, you see, as a kid, you see how the family responds to him, right? With your young and impressionable mind, you mimic what you see people admire in your culture and in your environment. But when you wake up one night and he's beating his woman, how do you wrestle with that? When you still see the family treat him in a certain element, right? So don't shame the negative attributes that you see. The uncle who walks through the house with the sagging pants with the gun, who still lives with grandmama, whose sister just dropping the kids off over here, right? Grandmama just babysitting for a while, but the uncle still lives there. It's no different than the one who molests the kids, who has access to the kids. So you end up mimicking that behavior. So I'm born in the 70s. Man, my uncle was a pimp. The 70s and the 80s was the black exploitation era. It's no different than the drill era, the gangster era, the trap music era. We had a black exploitation era that was projected through Hollywood and entertainment. Superfly, The Mac, Penitentiary 1, Penitentiary 2.
Was Foxy Brown a part of all that?
Come on now. So when you think about Penitentiary 1, Penitentiary 2, as kids, we don't have access to these movies because they're not coming on television. Your uncle's got these videotapes, these VCR tapes. So we're watching them. So my name is Charleston. My dad's name is Charles Ray. My name is Charleston Jamon. But my pimp uncle, when I come home from the hospital, he called me Charleston Blue because there was a pimp movie called Come Back Charleston Blue that came out in '76. So they're already putting titles and labels on you as children that you just end up walking into, whether it's, boy, you gonna be just like your daddy.
I heard that.
Come on now. You might not even know your daddy, but the traits and those attributes are there because of the chromosomes.
So where was it that you were raised by the mom who had the great job, the decent job, the father who was in and out Navy, but there's still a positive image? Here comes the uncle. When did the shift happen that led you to prison?
Well, my grandmother's been to prison. So my mom would have to take me to go visit my grandmother in prison. My granddad ended up going to federal prison. My mom would have to take us to go see him. Then my Uncle Wayne is in and out. You know, the street hustling uncle who come take a bath over his sister house, chain clothes, wash up over there, get a nephew some money, let him ride in the car.
He must have read my book or something.
No.
Because we all have it.
Yeah.
Which is interesting because the people who sit and judge us, those of us who actually live through what we all go through, they go through it too.
Yeah.
That's what I find interesting about the culture, because on the outside, when you watch the social media or the interviews, like you have the same uncle.
Everybody have this element in their family. Yeah. Everybody got a molester.
Everybody that looks like us.
Every human being have a molester in their family. They have an abuser in their family. They have an addiction trait in their family. It's in every human being, right?
Yeah.
It's there. So my mother is fighting.
Everybody at home right now is texting their molesting uncle.
Listen, there's so much we can break down in this thing. Is he lying though?
No, he's not.
Isn't there so much truth?
Yes.
Jones said, hey, Teresa Love. Jones said, we as Blacks hate the struggle, but the truth is the struggle makes us stronger, creative, and inventive. I agree with that, Joan. I agree with that. But are we acknowledging the struggle? Like he said, everybody I know either has that drunk uncle, the addictive uncle, the aunt, the molester, all of that. All of that. We live with these things. We live with these things. And if you go on, he just breaks down why we are the way we are right now. But the reason why I'm bringing this discussion up is, okay, this is why we are the way we are, but what are we as a people doing about it? Why are we sitting back waiting for somebody to fix the problems, fix the issues, when we know what these issues are? It's out here. The information is so out here, but we are just like, it's not happening. And then instead of trying to work together, we want to create this separation.
The difference from back in the day to now in those areas, nobody did nothing about it because of the way things were. You know what I mean? Like, I'm pretty sure, mommy can speak on this. You know what I'm saying? My grandmother was raised that let a man be a man. You know what I mean? Cook, clean, give him what he want, and shut the hell up.
That part. That's how
Okay.
our grandmothers were raised that way.
I mean,
mothers
yes.
carried that same trait because their mothers were raised that way.
Yeah. So what I'm saying, so now, so now grandma raised my mom and my aunties the same way. Leave that man alone. Let him be a man. Okay, I know it's your husband, but he coming back home to you, paying the bills, doing that, and they want you to accept that. But then that transition is a no-no, and then now things change. Now you got my sister, my girl cousins, and the family. Now they changed that. Now is learned to be. Now we call it ratchet because they're not gonna go through what mama went through, grandma went through, and great aunt went through. We're not going through that. We're not gonna go through what they went through. No. That nigga can get up out of here. I'll cut him. Now you got a battle of domestic violence, and this person want to cut you. Now that's a war. Because I refuse to live like Auntie, Auntie Sarisa. we're not doing that. I'm not gonna be like with grandma and great grandma. We're not doing that. Because I seen what happened there, and me growing up, I was little. I said I'm not gonna be like that. Me and all my cousins, female cousins, was together. We're not gonna do that. We're gonna stick together. So now it's 2000 something. Or I'm gonna call cousin so and so, because we talked about this when we was 7 years old. She coming with the blade and the gun, like, where that nigga at? Huh? Now it's a warfare going on. Now the laws changed. Now the laws changed on apes. You know what I'm saying? The laws changed on domestic violence. Even laws changed on child support now. So now that's a whole nother situation that we dealing with in this generation that we got to battle with now. Because we didn't want to listen to grandma and them and this, that, and the third. Not saying they was right, not saying that was wrong. They didn't have no power back then. Now we got a little power. Now it's going on. Now it's getting out of hand. Why is it getting out of hand? That's the question. Why is it getting out of hand now?
Joan has a statement here. She said, "We will continue to evolve spiritually as we learn to know better. That is why truthful dialogue is necessary." I agree, Joan. I agree. It really is necessary. We have to open up this box and find out what the issues were. And bro, you just broke it down. Like, it's starting with grandma. Grandma was raised this way.
Yeah,
Mama was raised
that way. You know what I'm saying? And then as men, that was just the women part. Now as men, as young man, by my experience, you know what I'm saying? I didn't know. I see uncles in them, beat on their women, all that made me feel some type of way. I didn't like that. But then I see my mom beat on me because I look like my father. What I got to do with me looking like my dad for? Why you beating me? But people say I look like more like you than my father. How that work? Huh? But I get beat every day for no reason. All my life, growing up. So now guess what? When I turn 13, 14, and I get a girlfriend, and she come out her mouth, guess what I did? Went upside her head. Not saying it's right. I'm telling you what I did now.
Being truthful about it.
You know what I'm saying?
That's what you saw.
Yeah, that's what I saw. You know what I'm saying? But then me being a fighter now, come on, still taught me how to fight. Now she bring her brother. Now I got to handle that. Then he get beat up. You know what I mean? Then I go to jail.
Mhm.
Now I'm getting 2 charges from assault and domestic violence. I got 2 charges now over something that I've seen that I don't know no better. I thought that's the way it's supposed to be. I didn't know it
That's
was
the
wrong.
way it's supposed to be. And that's the issue at hand. And I want to go into what Joan is saying. She said, true saying, when we know better, we do better. If we choose.
Right.
If we choose. See, you
Right.
chose to do
I
better and
chose.
be better.
I wanted to know why. I wanted to know. It took me till I was like maybe 25 and 26 why I did the things I did. Nobody told me that. I figured it out.
Mm.
I already sat down listening to my mentors, listening to my pastor. What happened in this your lifetime? What happened in this in your lifetime? And then he was like, "Okay, now you got that. Now think about it." And I thought about it. I learned that from because of my mom did that in the third. Boom, boom, and I thought it was still then. And all these relationships. Now, then I had to go all the way back and apologize to all those women that I did that to.
Mm-hmm. Because a lot of it is learned behavior.
Yeah.
But one of the issues that I see with us is that we see better, we know better, but we won't do better because we'll continue with those behaviors that we picked up growing up in our environment, and we'll push that, we'll project that onto other people instead of tackling the issue within us.
Yeah, and in the beginning, it ain't your fault.
Hey, mommy.
In the beginning, it ain't your fault, but it's your fault when you know better.
Come on now. That part. That's the part that I want to hone into. That part.
And I had to tap into myself. Like, hold on, Franklin. Now now what is you doing? You just with 26, you know where it came from. You know you're wrong. Why you at 36, you still doing the same old stuff, boy?
You had to have a come to Jesus moment with yourself.
Yeah, I had to call myself a boy because that was some boy stuff I was doing. That wasn't a man thing I was doing. I had to talk about, what you doing, boy? Why is you still putting your hands on a woman because you feel some type of way and you know why now? So there's no excuse now. There's no excuse now. Now you wrong.
Hey, Bam Fam.
Now you wrong in the 2 left shoes now. So I had to tap into myself and take those classes. Then I learned something new that broke down everything from this young man. One of the counselors from my anger management class said this, that having anger management, there's not a cure for anger management. Only cure that is know what triggers you. That's the cure. If you don't know what triggers you, you're gonna always be angry. You're always gonna have a temper. You're always gonna put your hands on people, and you're always gonna do the things you're doing. But I figured out what triggering me. So now I know what thing that trigger me. Now I don't let those things trigger me no more.
Yeah.
Now that's the cure. Once I have a situation and I know that trigger me, it's time. It's time to go. No, I'm not. I'm not going to influence that. I'm not going here and I'm not going to advertise that. No, I'm not. That trigger, that right there, gonna have me do something crazy. That's gonna have me punch you in your head, slam you across the floor. I'm not gonna let that trigger me anymore. So now I know. See, you got to know yourself. That's the problem with men and women that have anger issues. You got to know that what triggers you. If you don't know what triggers you, you're going to continue doing it, and you're going to be in and out of jail, and you're going to be a felon. Thank God I'm not a felon, because God put it in my spiritual eye what caused those things. That's why I counsel young men today. Ask them, what had you do? What happened in your life? I go take it back. Everything didn't start from the man. The man didn't teach me this. My mama taught me. You know what I'm saying? That's the crazy thing. My mama taught me that because she beat me because I look like my father. Every time I've been bad in school, okay, she whipped me from cussing out the teacher or did something I was supposed to do. But at the end of the whooping, And you know what I'm saying? And you look like your father and can continue beating me.
Mm.
I'm getting 2 whoopings. I'm getting whooping because I did something bad in school, and then I'm getting whooping and I still like my father. I got nothing to do with that part. Well, I'm getting beat for another 15 minutes for. So I thought that's the way it was. So when I told my mama this back in the day, she didn't have nothing to say.
It's hard sometimes for parents to face that they inflicted these things into their children, and now these children are adults, and now they're projecting the same anger. Like I see Ecstasy out there saying, that some things are genetics. My son hit a kid at the park yesterday. He's never seen this from me, but he has my anger issues. I don't think we as parents realize that the things that the people that we are being in the home is what our children are being raised to see.
Mm-hmm.
Charleston talks about it, that what about that uncle? Like the mom can be this person that's doing everything, they're going to, they're the stable person, but there's still people in the house. Like you talked openly about your uncles in the house.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, it was your mom as well. I've seen things from my family that now you think that this is the way of the world. You thought that was the way of the world. Another step. And because you realized what the issue was, you sought out help, just like Ecstasy.
Yeah.
Ecstasy, you are seeking out help, and that's okay. It's when we realize that there's a problem and we don't do anything about it. That's the issue that I have.
Yeah.
Don't do anything
Sure, I have
about
too. That same issue I have too. I seek not just help. I seek to where it came from first. I want to destroy the seed of it first. I had to step on that seed so that bad seed would stop growing.
So
Why other issues is watering it to keep it growing, and I'm keep doing what I'm supposed to do. And if that's the case, I wouldn't be married right now. I want to have an amazing wife that I have right now, who also have anger issues that she's working on and she's learning from me. You know what I'm saying? And I give warnings. Like I told my son, he has anger issues like me. And I say, sometimes you got to give warnings. Look at here, dog. I don't want no issue, or home girl. I don't want no issues, but this will happen. Like this, that, and the third. Is that a threat? I'm just saying. You gotta give warnings sometimes. Listen, come on, don't do that. I don't want to do that. I don't want to go that route. But then they still want to push that button, thinking it's not gonna happen. Don't do that, people.
And we talked about that, like even the women, as women, because we see the violence in the home, we think that it's okay. And some women, we do think that love comes from being hit on. So now we want to fight because that's the way. Oh, he don't love me unless he's fighting with me.
Yeah. Did somebody always said a man that hit a woman is a punk? I never was no punk because I beat up men too. You know how many brothers that people set their brothers on? They got beat up too. I had to decipher. I'm like, no, I ain't no punk. I said, you get your brother's uncle. We all. That's how person I was. Let's get it in. That's what. You know what I mean? But it could have been different though. What if they had a gun? I would have been on life right now because right now cats and people coming with the jump off.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So you got to make decisions now as a man or woman. Do you really want to go that route?
Ecstasy said, if a woman, I wanted to get in a little bit about Trump also, but read this last one. If a woman hit you like a man, what are you supposed to do? What are you supposed man, listen, there's so much to that.
I've been a couple.
I just like to keep it REAL here. I am not going. I just want to open up the discussion to think about both sides. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah,
and on Trump as we're 34 counts.
Yeah.
Go ahead. What were you about to say, bro?
I said, yeah, I've been in situations like that I've tried to get away from situations, and a woman who I was dating that was a tomboy, she wasn't gay or nothing. She loved men, but she grew up with brothers, and she had a punch on her. She almost knocked her brother out. I ain't gonna hold you. I'm gonna be honest with you. She almost had me. she almost Mayweathered me for real. I was dizzy a
We
little.
don't talk about it. That's why I didn't listen. This platform is to talk about all the issues because we as women have issues too, putting our hands on men.
Yeah, man, come on, she almost knocked the brother out. I ain't gonna hold y'all. You know what I'm saying? So once I got back into my situation, oh yeah, it was on and popping after that. It is what it was. Cause that's the space I was at before I knew where it came from. But once I knew where it came from, where the seed came from, that's when I got the help. Because now the help is going to work. If you're getting help and you don't know where it comes from, it's not going to work. You're not going to be successful in them anger management classes until you know where the seed come from, where that bad seed come from. Let me make that clear. Can I say that again? You're not going to get better and heal on your anger management issues unless you know where it comes from. Attack that first. Then attack the issues with you know better. Because if you know better, you do better. That's a fact.
Listen, that's what Jones said up here.
Yeah.
That's what Jones said. Let me put that up there, and then we're going to transition over to talking about Trump, everybody. Yeah. I also wanted to bring up this article that my mom has sent me about General Mills. So right now, everybody, Consumer Reports are urging General Mills to reduce plastic chemicals in its prepackaged foods. Right. And this is being reported by CBS News, everybody. So I'm just going to read a little bit of what they said. In a letter sent Wednesday to General Mills, the advocacy group said it found concerning levels of, I believe this is called phthalates. You can look it up. It's PHTHALATES in several General Mills products, including, and we reported about some of these products. I think it was like late in the fall. General Mills products, including Annie's organic cheesy ravioli. Other General Mills products that tested positive for high levels of chemicals include Yoplait original low-fat yogurt, Cheerios, the original Green Giant cream style corn. This is all according to Consumer Reports. When you buy organic, the last thing you expect is that you would be eating plastic chemicals. Unfortunately, they are finding that there are some items that contain these plastic chemicals. At the time that this article was released, General Mills had not immediately responded to a request for the comment. That phthalates, also known as plasticizers, are chemicals that can be used to make plastics more durable and flexible. Know what's in your food, everybody. We talked Tuesday, Monday. We talked about that.
Yeah, I'll be careful of what we buy. I'm saying I'm real picky on certain things. I don't, I'm not even a pop tart person eating guy. I'm not lately. I have not been a cereal guy lately. That's crazy. Since I've been taking my medicine, my urge to certain things I don't even want anymore. I used to eat cereal all the time. I ain't eat cereal since Albuquerque, to be honest with you. Yeah, so that's been a minute.
And listen, so everybody knows that Trump has these 34 counts, these indictments, felony indictments, and many of you may be wondering if he can still run for president. Well, unless you are under a rock right now, you'll see that he is still on the ballot for presidency. So the answer is yes, he can still run for president. He can still run for president. So some of the things that I found in doing this research is, can he still run for president? Yes. This is being reported by BBC, but you can do an internet search and find this information everywhere. The U.S. Constitution sets out relatively few eligibility requirements for presidential candidates. They must be at least 35 years of age, a natural-born U.S. citizen, meaning that as long as you are born here in the U.S., yes, you can run for president, and you have to be at least 14 years old. There are no rules blocking candidates with criminal candidates. But what's crazy is that you can run for president, but you can't work for a place like Sunoco. We had people on earlier on the morning show talking about that they were eliminated for jobs because they have a felony, but you can run for president.
Interesting.
Make it make sense. Were you surprised at the indictments yesterday, bro?
I was. But it don't mean nothing. It don't mean nothing though.
That part.
It don't mean nothing.
I feel like we are witnessing a circus act right now, and they're playing in our face. I
Yes.
feel like you're playing in our face because at the end of the day, is Trump going to be our president
Yes.
next year?
Yes.
Do you feel like they already know this and they are just trying to make a circus act?
Yeah. Oh yeah, they already got it set. Yes.
Mhm. And
Yeah.
then what I also see, if I'm being honest, is that more, oh Lord, forgive me for this if I am incorrect, but I see more and more Black people going over on the Trump side. Do you see that too?
And I know why. Because Trump gonna Trump going all the other things he's gonna do. He's gonna keep throwing money at us, and black folks love money.
One of the things I can honestly say happened is that when he was president, that we opened more businesses. We seem to feel more confident in opening up businesses. Now there is this mandate out there that because I want to always look at both sides. What scares me the most about him being president is that he's hot-headed,
Mm-hmm.
and there is a button. Everybody, there is
Yeah, yeah, that part too.
there. So
Oh, yeah.
there's this Project 2025's mandate for leadership, the conservative promise. Everybody look that up, do your own research. I'm reading it myself. You may be able to find it on YouTube. All I'm going to say is that we are going into times that we have not seen before. This is an unusual territory that we are walking into. We have this hate rhetoric. What he's also done is make people feel like they are more powerful. Do your research, everybody. Do your research. That's all I'm saying. Before you go and vote, a lot of people they're pushing this. Don't vote. I don't believe that we shouldn't vote.
I don't believe that either. Even though even put the effort to vote, even though none of the votes don't count. You know what I'm saying? But if a large number of those votes come in, especially minorities come in, then they will have to count the votes at some point in time because they can't hide it now. But if you don't vote or you don't vote at all, then they can continue to keep doing what they're doing and deceiving us. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, he's gonna throw money like the strip club at us. That's all. And we might not have education, but he'll keep throwing money at us. We might
Oh,
not
I
have
am a visual person. So as
yeah,
you said it, I'm
yeah, yeah,
picturing him throwing
yeah,
money at us.
yeah. You're gonna keep throwing money. We might not have Medicaid straightened out, but he'll keep throwing money at us. You know what I mean? We're still gonna have these battles with racism and all that, but he'll keep throwing money at us. You know what I'm saying? We might not be able to have housing the way we need to have housing, but he'll keep throwing money at us. That's what he does. Look what happened when he was in office the first time. Stimulus checks. We got four of them.
Mm-mm-mm.
You know what I'm saying? He
Mm.
even he even stopped the people that was paying child support to make sure they get their money because they took two of mine, but he makes sure that I got the other two.
You got it back.
Go ahead and no. He paid that. They took that one. Okay, he took that. Okay, they good. Let him get that.
Mm-hmm.
That's what he does to will us in. He didn't will me in, but he willed a lot of us in. That was the same as predicament I was in. And now they're Trump. Now they a Trump supporter. So you mean because he gave you 1,400, it kind of makes sense.
Yeah. What's your weekend looking like? The Taste of Lack talked about it, everybody. It's going down tomorrow.
It's like
I'll be
one
down
tomorrow. Just me just working, kids staying afloat, doing what I'm doing. I'm always grinding, making things happen all the time. You know what I mean? Days off for me. So, design these shoes and do what I do. And for those who's on here right now, I'm not on Facebook, y'all. Y'all go ahead and make sure y'all go to Overlook MC on IG if you want to get a hold of me. And will I be going back on Facebook? Not for a while. Not for a while. They got me mad. They blocked me, boy. They don't want me on there. And somebody told me why. Because I think Meta on Facebook is having a marketing course. So that's why I think people think that I'm off. 3 people told me that yesterday. Yeah.
Mm. Well, big shout out to all the Geminis. I know Taurus season just ended. It is officially Gemini season. I got 2 Geminis. My sunshine kicked it off. His birthday was the other day. My oldest daughter her birthday is actually June 19th, which is Juneteenth, everybody. I'm going to have some Juneteenth items available that I'm going to be just giving away on the show. So make sure you tap in June 1st. Well, Juneteenth, we're just going to kick off. This month is going to be just Juneteenth month, celebrating just us, just Black excellence. A lot of us grew up using July 4th just to celebrate. But for me, since about 2019, I've been kicking off the summer celebrating June 19th. So
yeah, you know, and I will be in Pittsburgh doing what it do.
June in Pittsburgh.
Here. Get ready for the biggest Juneteenth celebration in the nation. June 14th through the 16th in downtown Pittsburgh. It's an all-star lineup with special musical guests, Freeway and Beanie Siegel. Also featuring Brownstone, Kiki White, Arrested Development, Kelly Price, The Blackbirds, Elvana, and more. June 14th through the 16th in Pittsburgh. Get there.
Get there, and I'll be there.
listen, I'm looking forward to doing some traveling this summer. If God says the same. Everybody have a wonderful weekend. I hope I see y'all down at the Taste of Lackawanna, my hometown, our hometown.
Tomorrow, y'all be there. You know what I'm saying? Get your interview with the Vette Green the Queen. You know what I'm saying?
Down here giving away some goodie bags. Come get your goodie bags. I'll be just walking around with my bag, taking in the scene, having conversations with everybody. Everybody have a great weekend. Don't forget the 1,000 Mile Tour event is also tomorrow. My bro Franklin is helping to coordinate and manage that along with the Queen. Big shout out to Mark Lee, Spill 716. I love what it is that y'all doing because the 1,000 Mile Tour and what they're doing, and one of the reasons why I support them so heavy is that they are not stopping. They are continuing to put the work in. They're continuing to evolve. Yes, it is so exciting, Ecstasy. I hope I see you down there tomorrow. But again, back to the 1,000 Mile Tour. I love what it is that they're doing and how they are evolving. You know, yes.
No doubt. I won't be able to make it, but I will be definitely tuning in and checking everything out. You know what I'm saying? On on the IG side, because Facebook.
The whole family got beat with them right now. It's a family thing. They done kicked my man off. They done kicked my bro off.
Oh man, come on. They did knock me down. I'm saying, you know what I mean? Y'all still can see the page, but I can't get to it. They locked me out of it. On all the possible, on all devices. They like, we know who you is. You trying to do it on another device. You can't get in. Yeah, they got the whole screen gray. I can't click. I can't do nothing. They say, you're not allowed to be on here. You know what I mean? Your page is not secure. It is what it is. You up out of here, son. I said, all right, then. I'm off Facebook, y'all. So y'all might as well unfriend that page because I'm not on there. You know what I'm saying? No doubt. All the pages there.
I am rolling on the floor, cracking up.
You know what I'm saying?
Everybody have a wonderful weekend. Have a wonderful weekend. You too.
Shout out D-Mod on this joint right here, man. My everything, y'all. Let's get up out of here.
I want sitting here thinking about all the things that we've been through. I can really understand why we fight the way we do. Every time I close my eyes, I'm ashamed by the things we've said. We act like there's no love at all by the games that we both play. Taking trips in the whip all alone, watching TV at the crib without you, feeling like a dog without his bone. Girl, I'm miserable and hurt without you, baby girl, can you feel my pain? I don't really wanna live without you, wanna give you my last name. I want you. I know things get rough, but I love you, listen.